Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm back. This is SgtGnome, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct that is coming up this Wednesday. I'm going to be talking about my opinions of what I think they'll be unveiling, as well as going over the reason that people are saying, oh, it's too soon for Smash news, which I think is ridiculous, as well as my own personal take on people's theories and who they think will be in, and what I think is ridiculous, certain logic people use to to use as proof or evidence and why their pick is viable. And this is kind of spur of the moment. I've been wanting to get back into YouTube for a really long time, and I've been just throwing up excuse after excuse after excuse, and this, that, and the other. But this is truly, really want to do. And this is kind of off the cuff. I don't have a script in front of me. I don't have any. I'm literally looking at Audacity recording my voice right now. So this is kind of more rambling. But I thought, I'd like to give my take on it. I've been playing Smash Brothers since its inception on the 64, and playing it tons and tons and tons with my friends. And I feel like what I have to say, could be viable. And if not, there's always a dislike button. But if you do like what you're hearing, be welcome to like and subscribe and all those things that every YouTuber tells you to do. So let me get right into it. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna talk about how I don't think it's too soon for more Smash news. As everybody's already put it, and I think of myself, Smash is their big game this year. So it's intelligent for them, I think, to focus on Smash, talk more about Smash. And just because there's a Smash Direct now doesn't necessarily mean that there's not going to be any more Nintendo Directs covering other games for the rest of the year. I think that's absurd. There also, this is a very small time window between its unveiling and its release. Every other Smash game has had a pretty decent length of time between its announcement and its release date to trickle out information. So if Nintendo really does have some extra surprises for us we don't know about, they need to crank that stuff out. It's been a month and a half, and after this there's only 3-4 months left until the release date. So I think it's not necessary. I don't think it's too soon is what I'm trying to say. I'm looking to see in this, more information on the single-player modes, on just game modes in general, because the whole E3 presentation focused on what did we fix with the characters, what has been changed, what has been updated, here's some new costumes, here's Ridley at the end, but they hadn't gone into any specifics on game modes. They showed some new maps, but they haven't really gone into detail of, here's all the maps that are coming back. I think we're going to see some more assist trophies. But I think, the focus is just going to be more or less on content and not on game mechanics, because that's what E3 focused on pretty much the entire time. I think they're probably going to unveil one new fighter and one Echo fighter, because I don't think they would blow the load, so to speak, all right now. They want to keep people excited, keep the hype train, because if you just unveil a ton of characters all at once, it's cool, and I would love that myself personally, but it kind of, if they do that, there's not much to announce for the rest of the year. And I don't know who they're going to announce, to be honest. I know everyone says Simon Belmont and, Dixie Kong and, stupid ones like Ashley from WarioWare. And that drives me crazy. But I'll go into that in a little bit. I'm a strong proponent for K. Rool. I love the character. The Donkey Kong Country franchise is my favorite games on the Super Nintendo. So of course I have an affinity and a want for King K. Rool. I don't buy into the whole there's not enough villains, or there's not enough females, or there's not enough whatever. I don't think that matters. I think it's who do people like, what's popular, and let's put that in. I don't think they have to look at a ticket box of a quota and go, well, we only have 7 villains, let's add 3 more just cause. I don't think they make decisions that way. And I do believe the rumor that had been going around that the Smash ballot, excuse my phone, I apologize. The Smash ballot was used to kind of gauge characters for the future game. Because I do not believe that Bayonetta was the top vote. I honestly do not. I think it was promotion that they had the rights to Bayonetta 2. They're making Bayonetta 3. I think that, Bayonetta got votes. But if you look at sales data, it didn't sell crazy amounts. So I highly doubt people who didn't buy the game probably didn't want her, and I'm sure other characters had way more votes than Bayonetta, but that's just me. But Bayonetta's a great character, don't get me wrong. I bought the games. I thoroughly enjoy the games. I'm not trying to bash on Bayonetta. I'm just saying that Bayonetta probably wasn't the winner, I think. I think numbers were skewed, to be honest. So in that case, going off popular vote and what makes sense to me, I don't know. Then again, it's just different people's opinions. But there we go. I'm rambling. Two, I really want to cover the point of how people will say somebody is a shoe-in or has a high chance or something just because they've been on a Nintendo platform before. To me, that is the bottom of the barrel reasoning as to why a character should be included in Smash Brothers. Because if you're going off of that logic, you can say, well, Shrek is viable because there's been Shrek games on the GameCube and on whatever. Elmo is a perfectly good fighter because he had a game on the Wii. And, you see how ridiculous that sounds? Just because a character had, there's a game doesn't mean there's going to be a character. Like, oh, let's get a Boom Blocks character from that Steven Spielberg game that sold a lot on the Wii. Like, that's you see how ridiculous that is. So I don't think having a history of having games on the console has anything to do with it. That'd be like saying, oh, let's throw John Madden because there's been a lot of Madden games on. It's stupid. And two, the over-reliance and want of very minor secondary characters. I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be really cool fan service for certain characters, I'm sure, of fans of that genre. But to me, like an Ashley, for the example that I had brought up earlier, or people wanting like Vivendi, I forget the name, from Kid Icarus, or Hades, or any of these characters, like, yeah, they're fan favorites, but they're in one game, 2 games, and just I feel like their appeal is way too niche. Yes, there are niche characters, I get it. Mr. Game & Watch was out of nowhere for Melee. Fire Emblem was brought over, nobody knew about them from Japan. I get that, I understand that, but I think it comes to a point to where there are just some characters that's like they're just better as assist trophies. Get that fan service in. There's characters that people want, but just overall, like, I feel like using development time to make them a fleshed out character, just in my opinion, is kind of a waste. And I think it's those kind of super niche characters are better off as assist trophies, so that way they can be in the game and be more than just a regular trophy or a sticker or something. And they're still involved, kind of like how who was it? Waluigi. How do I feel about Waluigi? I think he would be cool. I think he could work, but I'm not terribly upset that he's not in it. I'm not petitioning for him to be in it. Like, if he was in it, I would be happy, rad, cool. I wouldn't be upset if he was in it. But being an assist trophy, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I mean, the Mario franchise has a billion characters in it, and the fact that Daisy got in as an Echo Fighter over the 4 people online that wanted Daisy in the game, cool for them. But I honestly was like, even Daisy, to me, I know you hate me all I want, I think Daisy is even a waste of an Echo Fighter, to be honest. So I mean, that's just my opinion. Shoot me, kill me, I don't care. So I mean, we're all entitled to our own opinion, right? So I mean, yeah, that's just mine. So I guess deal with that. And again, apologize for any long pauses or rants. This is just all coming to me. I just wanted to make this video spur of the moment. I'm getting a group of friends of mine. We've started a new website. I'm not going to name it right now because I haven't asked them if I'm just allowed to publicly share it yet, because it's kind of just starting. But myself and 4 others, we're creating a new, like, a gaming review aggregate, just kind of like another site, like a Game Explain or a whatever, like that type of channel, but doing kind of, having our own ideas and our own concepts, doing podcasts, reviews, opinion pieces, discussions, things like that. But anyways, let's get back on the Smash topic. I was a strong proponent for Ridley. I always thought that Ridley could work. I thought the excuse of being too big was dumb. I mean, everyone proved the point. Bowser has been, a million different sizes, and they've made him work. I was just more of just, scale him down. Keep his proportions, but scale it down. It's not hard. So that's my opinion on Ridley. New characters I would like to see, honestly, for myself, I don't have a ton, to be honest, because I think the roster is fine, and there are some pipe dream ones. Like, I would love King K. Rool. I think he's really good. I like his design. I like his potential moveset. I enjoy the games. I would like to see, who else? I think Crash would be cool. I know it's way too many third parties, and I know people say, oh, you're giving crap on whoever, but you want Crash. But it's like, I feel like Crash is one of those characters that's iconic enough to be okay. Same with like Rayman. Same with I thought Bomberman would have been a great choice, but him being an assist trophy is fine. I think Simon Belmont, I'm kind of 50-50 on him. I feel like I personally don't want him just because I never was really a Castlevania guy, to be honest. So him not being in it, I wouldn't, I wouldn't care. But I don't know. Just to me, I personally don't want him, but that's just my own sense. I think that Banjo-Kazooie makes way too much sense. I mean, those games are highly renowned. Many people love them. They were on Nintendo consoles. Rare owns the rights, but you have the whole Microsoft and Nintendo partnership that's going really well right now, and they've said how they would like to work with it. And I'm sure Banjo was a very high vote for the ballot, so it wouldn't surprise me if Banjo was a fighter. That would be really cool and a big surprise, but at the same time, if it didn't happen, I can understand that as well. And it's a cartoony character. I think that character fits well with the Smash design. I know they've made humanoid characters work, like Snake and Bayonetta and characters like that, but yeah, I just think Banjo over some of the other third-party reps people are asking for, I think makes more sense to me. Same with Crash. He's a little more cartoony. I wouldn't say Spyro. I think Spyro games are great. I played them all growing up, but I don't think Spyro has that same appeal as Crash did. I don't think the Spyro Reignited trilogy is going to do as well as Crash, to be honest. I think it's going to do great, but I don't think it's going to do as well as Crash, and that's just my opinion. Other characters, I mean, I can leave that for another video of like my top 10 and actually write a script for that, but this was just kind of spitballing ideas. This whole video has just been spitballing ideas and just mumbling and jumbling, and if you like that kind of thing, awesome. If you like to just listen to a talking head in the background, I'm sure I'm just going to plop this over some random gameplay, because this is really, I was at work today and I was like, I want to make a video. But anyways, that was just my 2 cents. I hope you enjoy it. I'm looking forward to the Smash Direct on Wednesday at 7 Pacific time for me, so I'll be at work, so hopefully I can block out an amount of time in the morning just to sit down and watch it. So I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. I'm really trying to focus on at least get out a couple videos a week, even if they're rambling for the time being. Just bear with me until I get my bearings, figure out how I'm going to structure this. But I'd still want to release content for you for the time being, even if it's kind of shoddy and thrown together pretty rapidly. I still want there to be content for you guys. Well, again, thank you. Forgive my rambling, and thank you for being patient, and have an amazing day, and God bless.